Hello there, Internet. I have a question. What do you think is the definition for these following three words? Main character syndrome. You know, what is this syndrome? What is a main character? Well, it's kind of in the name, the main character in a story, right? But in this reality that we live in, is there such a thing as a main character, right? Because there are 8 billion human beings on this planet already, maybe. And I'm wondering, is there even any room left for those main characters, right? Do we really need them? Because while the main character syndrome and being a main character might be a good thing, in an anime, in a TV show, right? In a TV series, in real life it's the opposite, right? It's kind of indicative of human beings who are, I'd say, ungrateful, who tend to think of themselves as, some, not necessarily gods, but very important individuals, right? That matter way more than any of us, right? They are up there, they are up there looking down on us because they're so good, so important, so much better than us, right? So yeah, that's kind of my definition for what a main character is. It's a bad thing, long story short. So I want to see which of these people are main characters, or how far do they end up, in the main character tier list, right? And let me just say that S means they are the embodiment of what the main character syndrome is, of what a main character is, right? And the F tier is basically normal human beings. So let's just start off with good old JJ. He really likes to be in the middle of all of the drama that is happening on the internet, right? He melted when the NTDM made a tweet. He melted when people did not like his song. And now he glazed Slim when he was fighting Gib, right? But Gib was actually winning, and JJ just made himself look like a fool, right? And when he was asked, why were you glazing Slim so much? Oh, well, I need to defend my business. I need to do this. I need to do that. Yeah, such a wet fart, it's such a stupid answer. And I think Pegasus, which is actually the guy that inspired me to make this video, because I was like, those main characters really do cause a lot of troubles, And yes, he was the inspiration for this video, because I watched his latest video regarding KSI and the Hawk to a Girl a bit, and he really hit the nail on the head, right? KSI is basically choosing when it's best to, defend himself ruthlessly when he doesn't really need to defend himself, because he might have made a mistake. Oh well, happens, you're human, you're a human, JJ, just like all of us. Mistakes happen. And he's choosing when to be like, oh, I was just faking it, guys, calm down, right? I was just being edgy, I played you, right? And he's 100% right. And the thick of it drama really proves Pegasus right, okay? JJ melts down because no one likes his song. Makes a lot of videos defending it, reacting to it. A lot of those videos, as I've said in the past, were videos that he did not enjoy making, right? I think he didn't even want to make these videos, but maybe someone told him, hey, this would be a good opportunity to promote your music, right? Furthermore. But hey, what do I know? These are just some speculations of mine. So, where I'm trying to go with this, basically he melted and cried a bunch over the fact that people did not like his song, and in the end, what does he say? What is his answer, his reasoning behind all of this? You fools, I played you. Okay. I don't know what happened to JJ. He had such humble beginnings, but along the way he forgot where he came from, I guess. who knows, maybe he'll return to the good old JJ that most of us enjoy. Next example, who shall I pick? Well, let's pick his mortal enemy. Is he a main character? No, he's not. He's an awesome dude. He's a wholesome guy. He makes good content. And the fact that he was kind of taking a stab at JJ but wasn't actually taking a stab at JJ, he was just making sweet tweets, right? He was making sweet tweets. He was making sweet posts about him, you know, spending time with his family, with his child, right? He's a wholesome dude. That's all I'm gonna say. Yeah, next example. Who shall I pick? You know, I did look at Johnny Depp, and yes, I'm gonna pick him. And with this one, I would put him in the E category, you know, maybe a little bit of a main character, because he did play a lot of main characters, but I'm gonna be real and gonna leave him in the F tier. You know, he's a normal human being. Despite the fact that he's a very famous actor, I think he stayed humble, right? He did not forget where he started. He's still such a great guy. Respects his audience, respects all of the people that love him, right? Whereas with JJ, he's blaming everything on generational hatred, right? And saying that his fans, his subscribers are trolling him, which is something that I don't know how he got away with, right? I really thought that he was going to get some backlash for saying things like that, but I guess his audience is used to him being, you know, rude towards them. But, oh well, what do I know? Next example, let's take the Hoktua girl, since I said that, you know, the More Pegasus video inspired me to do this one. And I think she's a solid E or a D. Not quite sure, to be honest, because, well, what happened to her is that she had such a wholesome start, you know. She became a meme, and she became such a big meme that someone invested in her basically becoming a celebrity, right? An internet celebrity. And now, Marinello from the editing, I decided to go watch the Voidzilla video, you know, while I was editing to confirm a few things, and because I did not know the whole shebang and caboodle, because this drama, this controversy, this rug pull, this scam is so blatant and so stupid that even CoffeeZilla got really amped up while he was making that video. And what I want to say is, no, her position in the rank will not be affected, because we're talking about the main character syndrome, right? She's a D-level main character, mainly because I don't want to make too many assumptions, right? She might be, you know, groomed by the people that invested in her, that put their money into her, but it might be a bit of a stretch. It might not be. You know, if this was a greedy tier list, she would have been an S tier, greedy little girl, right? And yes, please go watch the Voidzilla video, it's very good. I don't really want to talk about her anymore, because I don't know, the whole situation is just disgusting, okay? Go watch the Voidzilla video, you're gonna understand why I'm saying all of this. Moving on. Next nominee. Now, Penguin Zero, Charlie. Yes, he's a good guy. He is not infected with the MCS, the main character syndrome. He's a fun guy, he makes good content, he respects his audience, which is something that I can't really say about, you know, the Hoktua girl. If she really respected her audience, she would have thought twice about, you know, everything that happened around her name, right? Yeah, so that's Hoktua and Penguin Zero. Most critical, or whatever you want to call him. I'ma call him Charlie. Next one. Let's take Boogie. Now, if you know Boogie, he used to be a very wholesome guy, but in the past couple of years, I think this one might be misinformation. I'm gonna fact check it in the editing, because I can't be bothered to do it right now. I think he faked having cancer, right? Hey, This is me again from the editing room. Yeah, he did in fact not necessarily fake having cancer, but he lied about it, which is, I know, the same thing. And I was, in the main recording of this video where I was talking about the Boogie and why I'm putting him in the B place, I was questioning at one point why he got a liar tattoo on his right cheek, right on his face, and then I remembered everything that happened around Boogie 3988, and let me just say that it's so sad. Well, actually, it's not that sad because he did it himself, right? He lied so much about so many things. I even forgot about the crypto scam that he did, right? I even forgot about that. So yeah, again, if we're talking about, I guess, if we're talking about greedy people, well, he's kind of a greedy one. If this was a greedy list, he might be up there. But if we're talking about a liar tier list, oh, this boy would have been an S tier. Liar. But yeah, Boogie is going to stay in the B tier. He is a bit of a main character. He played the victim card too many times, and I might actually move him to S tier just because I can. But again, it's sad to see that someone who had humble beginnings, made funny content, for the internet, has, I don't know, degenerated so much. But oh well. Next. Moving on. Let's do a couple of wholesome ones. These three handsome dudes. Let's start with Pegasus, the inspiration for this video, and now he's not the main character again. As with these other three wholesome individuals, he's just as wholesome. He's not a main character. Next one, which I was gonna make a joke about, because it's the E Markiplier meme. Now he's also very wholesome. He's not the main character. And the last one of the wholesome ones is the Gaelic gladiator Jacksepticeye. And let me say that I'm kind of sad when I see so many idiots, right, that get so much attention because they're so controversial. And when wholesome people like Jack, just spend a little time thinking about their mental health, doing stuff to help themselves, right, they kind of fade into irrelevancy, even though I know this is not what's happening, right, but it just breaks my heart when I see stuff like this happen to good people, right? People who stood true to who they really are, who remained genuine with themselves, with their audience. It's just annoying to see, but oh well, I guess that's how life is, and I guess we enjoy drama more. That's why we talk about it. That's why people like JJ stay in the headlines, longer. But the really annoying thing is the fact that they get away with it. That's what I'm going to say, Take for example Sniper Wolf, who doxed Jack's films, right, and got a slap on the wrist as a punishment, a few weeks without making money. She did such a horrible thing and got a wet fart that was called, oh, that is your punishment. No, that's not a punishment. That's not, I can't call that punishment. But again, I will say, what about Logan Paul, who doxed a normal guy, who was working a 9 to 5 to make ends meet, right? Where is his backlash? Where is the punishment? YouTube, are you watching? Are you going to punish, a creator with millions of subscribers who doxed just an average Joe? Like, come on, YouTube, you punish Sniper Wolf, but you do not punish Jake Paul. Favoritism, all I'm going to say. Moving on, because I kind of derailed from the subject, okay? Let's take Bad Bunny. If you do not know who Bad Bunny is, she is basically the streamer who said that, oh no, you're watching me for so long, but you cannot donate to me $5, which is scummy, which is annoying, which is, why would you say that? You're gonna look so bad. And I think she's right right here. You know, she's in the D category. She might be a main character, but I don't think it was that bad. She basically just ruined her internet career, right? Her career as a streamer, saying that. And the fact that there was a guy streaming and being so wholesome, doing some woodworking stuff around his house, and when he gets a donation, he's basically like, oh no man, please, no, you don't have to do this, let me refund you, right? And then you have this girl saying, why no money, give money now, why watch, no money, no watch. Well, she basically, as I said, ended her own career. Sad to see, but well, stuff like this happens. You either take accountability or you pull a fast one like JJ and say, oh, I fooled you, ho ho ho, I'm so smart. Next one, Mr. Beast. Well, I don't want to put him in the A tier because although he still has not addressed all of the drama around his name and his company, I don't think he's that much of a main character, right? The only thing that I'm going to say is nothing, because this is me from the editing, and all I'm going to say is Jimmy defended his image, you know, his main character image, by saying, oh, the crypto stuff, the NFT charity giveaway thingy stuff, oh, it was someone else, it was not me. Even though he's an intelligent individual, he already knows how crypto works, right? He talked about it in that podcast with Logan Paul and Mike Majakalek. And also, I think because of the fact that when he sells his food products, right, he needs to be somewhere in the marketing, you know, holding that product. Now, don't get me wrong, that's how you sell stuff, but when it comes to selling junk food, right, and you advertise it to children, well, when you put your face on it, you kind of scream, hey, look at me, I'm your favorite creator, buy this, you're gonna like it. Mainly because it's my face on it, right? So yeah, these are kind of the two things that make me feel like Jimmy is a little bit of a main character. Not an S tier, but he's, you know, he's not really a clean slate, right? He's about, I'd say, a 50% main character. And again, I might be wrong, you do not have to agree with me, it's okay, we can agree to disagree, this is just my tier list, I can modify it later, maybe I'll make another video about this in the future and keep the template that we got going on right now. But I'm digressing, so let's move forward. And now down to the last two examples. It's Hasanabi, which is an S tier, and Amber Third, which is another S tier, right? Why do I say this? Well, this one basically almost ruined Johnny Depp's life, right? Because she lied a lot, tried to make herself look like a victim. She tried to be so righteous, to stand against violence. Yeah, no, she was the violent one, if you don't know. But most of you know by now, because the court videos were so juicy, were so fun, were so interesting. And yeah, she's an S tier main character. She's a loser. I don't know how she's still acting in Hollywood, but that's above me. I don't know about that kind of stuff. And then we have Hasanabi. Why is he S tier, do you ask? Let me put JJ's forehead a little bit to the left. Well, he's an S tier main character because, well, he said it's harder to work a 9-to-5 job. No, sorry. It's the other way around. I was almost about to glaze him. He said it is harder to be a streamer than to work a 9-to-5. Now he tried to, I guess, justify his point by saying, oh, the mental stress, the mental, I guess, exhaustion, which is kind of true, but still, my man, you're loaded, right? You made so much money. Okay, you don't need to cry about stuff like that. Okay, there is a bit of creator burnout. Everyone knows it, but it's so shameful to talk about that kind of stuff, right? When you're so rich, your father is rich. I'm not even going to get into the political stuff, right? Because he's kind of a political streamer. the thing that annoys me most about Hassan, and why, you know, basically the reason why I think he's an S tier main character, is the fact that, first of all, he cried about, you know, oh no, streaming is harder than a 9 to 5. No matter how you try to justify it, you're wrong, okay? You're just wrong. I'm sorry. Unless you stream you working on a 9 to 5, I don't know, even that's not hard. You just put a camera on you and just leave it on, right? Make sure it's charged. Maybe talk with your viewers from time to time. And then, what does he do on his Discord channel? He cries about the fact that, oh no, he's losing viewers. He's losing subscribers, right? He's losing money. He's not making that much money. I don't think he was talking about the money side of the business, right? But he was crying about the fact that, oh no, I'm losing subscribers and viewers. And to that I have to say, my friend, you basically sometimes just stay in front of the computer and the camera and the microphone, and you eat breakfast, dinner, lunch, while watching YouTube videos, and you say, that's reacting, yay! I mean, if he put a little more effort into it, you know, this would not happen, right? This wouldn't have happened, right? He wouldn't have been, you know, on his Discord crying about him losing subscribers, you know? Would you look at that? If you put a little more effort into what you're doing, maybe things will change towards the better. But hey, what do I know? And this is the final, I guess, ranking, the final state of the tier list. I do say that in the future I might want to add more people, you know, keep this going, but this all depends if people like it. I cannot displease the people that are watching, the people. I don't know why I said it like that. And yeah, the main character syndrome is quite a problem for humanity, if you ask me. Why? Well, if you go and ask the younger generations, right, they no longer want to be doctors, pilots, astronauts, nurses, gymnasts. Basically, wholesome career paths and logical career paths. No, we all want to be YouTubers, we all want to be famous. You know, this can be the case for me, but for me, I feel like I've been in my comfort zone for way too long, and I need to step out of it, even if it's in the form of, hey, I'm making YouTube videos that are very cringe, right? Also, I'm trying to improve my English a little bit, even though the progress is minimal, if any, right? And also, as I said, I like helping people, but I know you can be like, how are you helping people when you make trash content? And to that, I will say, good question, my young, handsome looking sir, or my gorgeous looking little woman. But I hope that some of the words that I say might be able to help you, right? You know, just, I don't know, maybe I'm gonna be able to help someone, even if it's just one person in my entire lifetime, right, of doing YouTube. I'll take it. That's an achievement for me, you know? And this whole thing with fame and everything, I don't feel like it's for me. I don't know. It's sure, you know, it might be fun to be famous for a day or two, but then it kind of gets annoying, right? Not being able to, I guess, take a walk in the park without people storming to you, right? Not being able to go grocery shopping without, I don't know, groupies, paparazzi, stuff like that, you know? And it's the case for some of the big YouTubers like, I think, Markiplier, Jacksepticeye, although I'm sure their fans are way more respectful of them, right? But it's not the case for everyone. For example, look at JJ. He needs to have a security team 24/7 to be able to work around London. So yeah, for me, not really the fame, not really the attention. I do enjoy the nice feedback, and I also do appreciate the criticism that I get. I'm not one to, I guess, claim that I'm so smart. I know everything. I'm right about everything. And that's one more thing that I want to say before I end this video is that take everything that I say with a grain of salt, okay? Don't make a decision based solely on what you see in my videos or what you hear in my videos, okay? I'm here just to show you my opinion. Is it a good opinion? Is it a bad opinion? Is it a correct opinion? Or is it an incorrect opinion? I don't know. For some of this stuff that I say, I'm pretty confident that I might be correct, right? That I am correct, in fact. But for the other stuff, I don't know. It's up to debate. I'm not 100% sure. Am I gonna melt down if someone corrects me? No. I'm a human being. I've done a lot of mistakes in my life. I know how to learn from them, okay? I know how to take criticism, even if sometimes it's that type of very spicy criticism that hurts you a bit, but it's okay. Things happen, people make mistakes. I'd rather own up to it and try to take accountability than, avoid it, which is, I guess, never an option because you just look like a fool and you kind of lose all of your credibility, right? So, if you're watching any of my videos, take everything with a grain of salt. These are just opinions. I'm not trying to preach anything, I'm not trying to teach you anything. It's just my opinion for you to decide, this guy is a total loser, does not know what he's talking about. Well, if I'm one, please let me know in the comments and correct me where I'm wrong, or if I'm wrong about everything. I don't expect you to, I guess, glaze me if I'm correct. If I'm correct, yay, we both agree. But that's kind of the whole point of this video, those main characters. Don't get me wrong, you kind of need to have a little bit of a main character in you, right? Because if you're an introvert like me, you will lose quite a few opportunities in life, right? And I do feel like I've lost quite a few, let's say, decent opportunities, either for a job or to go out with some people or things like that, right? And that's one other piece of trashy wisdom that I've got to give you and to basically tell you, hey, look at this advice. Is it good? Is it bad? I don't know. That's for you to decide. I'm just giving it to you so basically you can tell, hey, maybe it's good, I should try it. Oh, no, it is trash. I know it's trash. I'm just gonna ignore it, right? So, even if you're an introvert, try to get out of your comfort zone, okay? I realize that I've been too comfortable, and that's kind of why I'm making YouTube videos, to try and get out of my comfort zone, talk a little bit more because I don't talk all that much, right? But yeah, that's kind of the whole point of the video. I had to intervene quite a lot of times, and actually this is while I'm editing because the ending that I gave to the video was a good one, but well, I derailed for about 20 minutes, and yeah, I'd rather not keep you here for another 20 minutes. I mean, if you're here, but again, I will say, Jesus Christ, you're quite a strong person, mentally speaking, if you're able to get through one of my videos, start to finish, and thank you for that, as a matter of fact, because I'm very grateful. So yeah, if I'm wrong, please correct me, it's okay, I'm gonna own up to it, I'm gonna try not to make the same mistake again, right? I'm not gonna be Jimmy to be like, oh, I made a mistake, oh no, ignorance, or any other YouTuber that's just playing the victim card or the ignorance card, anything like that. So yes, main characters. They're annoying, they're a nuisance to this world, but there's a little bit that we need to take from them, right? We need to sometimes take advantage of all the, I guess, opportunities that show up in our lives, but we still need to be very careful when it comes to choosing which opportunity to, I guess, to take and which to refuse. But that's for you to decide. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. I hope you have a good day, good morning, good night, whatever it is. Goodbye.